Hello friends, myself Arnab Kundu. You are watching my channel Technical Arguen. Today I will discuss inline function in C++ language. Actually, inline function is a mechanism which is used to reduce the function call overhead, right? And what happened? The whole code within that function, it is just replaced or inserted or substituted in the point of the function call during the compilation time, right? And also the compiler may not perform this inlining in such circumstances when we use some static variable within that function or use some loop or use some go to or switch statement. Also the function, if it has the return type void, then the compiler does not perform this inlining, right? So go to the computer screen. Through C++ IDE C++, I will show you how to write inline function and step by step I discuss the code. So let's dive in. So friends, today's topic is that inline functions in C++, right? So what is inline functions in C++? In C++, inline functions are a powerful feature designed to enhance the performance of your code by reducing function call overhead, right? Unlike regular functions, means normal functions is concerned, which involve a call stack and execution overhead, inline functions suggest to the compiler to insert function's body directly into each place where the function is called. Okay, inline functions in C++ are a feature that allows the compiler to insert or substitute the body of a function directly into each place where the function is called, right? Inline functions work best for simple small functions that do not contain recursion, right? Inline expansion for recursive function would theoretically lead to infinite inline expansions. So most compilers ignore the inline request for recursive functions. So if we talk about what should be the inline functions look like, so this is the syntax is given. Before prototype of the function, just write this keyword inline, then put the return type, should be return type except void. We don't put void as the inline function return type. Then function name, parameter list, and the body is concerned. So normally what happens when you define an inline function, in the point of view where the function call is going on, it just replaced or substitute during the compilation time. So this is like that when you use like that inline void display num, this is the inline function, and when we call this display num with some argument 5 because there is a given an argument int num, so it just replaced by this code. This particular function contain the body of the function is just this code is that cout less than num less than endl. So in that way it is just replaced during the compilation, right? Now if we talk about the difference between the inline function and the normal function in C++, so this is the normal function when we start and then the main function body, then what happen if we call some normal function defined into there, so we just call that function, do the respective code whatever written within that particular function as a body, then stop the program. But when we go for the inline function, it will start and within the main function when the inline function is called, it just replaced by this call with its whole body, right? So this is the difference basically, and then stop the program is concerned. Now if we differentiate inline function and the normal function, first for the inline function is concerned, it is expanded inline when it is invoked. For normal function, it is a function that provides modularity to the program, right? As of inline function, it is generally used to increase the execution time of the program, but normal function is concerned, it is generally used to improve the reusability of code and make it more maintainable, right? In case of inline function, it is basically a function that is used when functions are small and called very often, but in case of normal function, it is basically a group of statements that performs a particular task. It is used when functions are big. Inline function is concerned, it requires inline keyword in its declaration, but it does not require any keyword in its declaration for normal function is concerned. It is generally executes much faster as compared to normal functions for inline function is concerned, but normal function, it generally executes slower than inline function for small size function. For inline function is concerned, in this the body of the function is copied to every context where it is used, that is term reduces the time of searching the body in the storage device or hard disk is concerned. But for normal function, in this the body of the function is stored in the storage device, and when the particular function is called every time, then CPU has to load the body from hard disk to RAM for execution. For inline function, the compiler always places a copy of the code of that function at each point where the function is called at the compile time. But for the normal function, it does not provide such as type of functionality. In case of inline function, it generally includes only 2 or 3 line of codes, right? But for normal function is concerned, when the number of line codes is real massive, that is normal functions contain much more code as per need, right? Now go to the computer screen. Through dep C++ ID, I will write the inline function code in C++, right? So now I'm just within the dep C++ ID. Now here I'm just write the code for inline function is concerned. Suppose we at first write a class, suppose just write class example underscore inline, and then we in the private section just suppose write here a variable is a member variable int a, and in public section we are defining our inline function in that way, inline, and just write int, and then suppose write display, and also send some argument is int c, and then we write here just write return a plus c. Simple this line you just write within the function inline, okay? And now just outside of this class we just write int main, and we are instantiate the class, means we create the object. So just write example underscore inline, and suppose the object name is ex, right? Now I just call the inline function, and also it print the contain because it returns some value. So that's why we are just write cout less than, and just now call ex dot display, and here we send some argument, suppose 10, okay? And now also within this inline function, suppose we defining a equal to 20, and also when we call that we are just send the argument 10 here. After that we are just write here return 0, and if we save that file, we already saved the file, the name is example underscore inline underscore cpp. Now if we compile it and then we execute it, so it just print 30. Why? Because 10 plus 20 is the 30. But what happened actually in that code? When we write that particular function as an inline, and when we call that function, the body just replaced by this call when just during the compilation. And should remember, the particular inline function is concerned, the compiler may not perform certain circumstances. What the circumstances that if the particular function have the return type is void, they can't performing this inlining, this mechanism. Also, suppose we are using some go to or switch keyword within that function, then inlining mechanism is not working for the compiler is concerned. And also inline function is a recursive function, then also it cannot be performed this particular inlining mechanism, right? So these are the different circumstances. In that cases, the compiler may not perform inlining mechanism. I hope you have understood how to write inlining function in C++, what are the advantages and how to use this inline function. If you like this video, please like it, share it more and more. Those who are still not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Keep watching Technical Arcane for more videos. So today up to this, thank you and bye bye.
Magic wonder.